Yo, 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 Luis. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, Big Nose, can you hear me? Who is this? Is this Chicken Nugget? Well, it is Chicken Nugget. I had a feeling it was you, Chicken Nugget. How you doing? Alright, nice. Is the music okay in the back? Is it too loud? Too low? If you don't mind. Could it be louder? Could it be lower? How have you been? What have you been up to? Long time no talk. It's been a while since I've been on, probably like 6 months. Made me a little bit of chocolate milk. Oh, okay, you can't hear the music, alright. Did I change the 1.19? No, I haven't. I'm not going to upgrade ever. Unfortunately, with all the cool stuff coming out, you know, it would be cool to upgrade, but I have too much to going on this one. And plus, everything that I have on here, if I would upgrade even to, what was it? List version ended in 1.14.2, I think. So if I would upgrade to, if it would have upgraded to the 1.15, which was the B update, all my stuff broke. Everything broke. All those mobs I collected and the rare items get deleted. Part of my builds that are along the world border get deleted because they expanded the worlds. It's just not worth my time. Or I put too much effort. It is just what it is into this. And for it to go ahead and change that much to break, it's not worth it. But what I'm working on here today is piston bolt. Whoa. In the Nether hub. And so I'm having these go in all 4 directions. Actually, like 7 directions. So when you come into my Nether hub from the overworld, this is the Nether hub area that I've been working on. You can see I've done a lot down there. The last thing I streamed was the blazes being collected and used for a mob switch to go ahead and turn them off. Mobs from spawning in. And those are still here. I haven't killed any of them off. They're still here. It might be kind of loud by them. But I needed to go ahead and make that the last time I streamed in order to keep things from spawning in, because I kept having gas spawn in, and those were causing the most problems, were the ghasts. Watch, give me a second real quick. Close this window. But I've just been doing little decorations here and there, adding stuff, details, and then putting piston bolts for quicker transportation. Even though it's just me on here, I try and make this more of a technical world if possible, and challenge myself to try things that I don't normally do. So instead of having this just to run down, it's going to be piston bolts which push a minecart all the way down. And I have this already pre-dug out all the way down. I've been laying blocks to go ahead and get things ready for the redstone part. And this comes and ends down here at the witch farm to the overworld. Big nose. Build anything new when it comes to like bases? Oh no. I don't even have a base myself. Everything that's been built base wise has been other people that used to play on here, their bases. And this is more so my area if it was to be anything, because this goes in all directions. But the last thing I've done so far when I streamed was that the blaze farm completion, and then off stream I made this here in the Nether, which is a giant crop farm in the Nether. And if you think about it, without water, since you can't put water in the nether, you can't grow crops in the nether. But if you look about a year and a half ago, I had streams where I posted I think it's called water duplication, I titled it, and how I was able to get water in the nether on survival. And so with that, I decided to go ahead and challenge myself to try and make a nether-based crop farm that didn't use villagers and was at least amount of manual work, I guess, meaning manual work meaning me placing and breaking crops. But I also wanted to challenge myself to make it partially manual because I didn't want to use villagers no more. I'm trying to go ahead and just not use animals, not harm animals, not use villagers, not harm villagers, not even use other players like I had other farms for. Other players that would spawn in, I'd have it to where they would spawn in and automatically be put to do something without them even realizing that was being done. So that's not cool no more. So I wanted to challenge myself to see what I can come up with. And off stream, I wanted to use one stream of water. Why haven't I streamed in a bit? I've been busy, just everyday life stuff, and trying to find time to go ahead and be able to sit down to stream. But with this, I wanted to see if what I could do with just one stream of water, and challenge myself instead of just having multiple streams of water or having multiple villagers break stuff for me. I wanted to see what I can go ahead and do. So I came up with this design where I'm able to walk around and place crops all around, all through here, and make it to where I can go all around in all directions, and that no player can go ahead and break this as well. I can jump all through here and none of these crops will break. And that was one thing I wanted to challenge myself with, to see if I can go ahead and make something to where anybody can come in here, even if someone was just wanting to come in and look, that they can't accidentally fall in here and break things unintentionally. So I needed to put a lot of thinking into how to do that. Plus I wanted it to look like kind of a greenhouse effect, so this is where everything tied in perfectly together. And I wanted to have these, what are these called? Endstone rods? Glow rods? I think glow rods. And have it look like it's a kind of how do I say, like an indoor greenhouse grow, I guess. And so with placing those, I was able to go ahead and be able to channel this water in all four directions, as well as keep it from flowing where I didn't want it to go, but as well at the same time keeping it looking aesthetically clean and not being able to be accidentally broken. So with this, the water travels all the way down, and you can see through here how I have layers upon layers stacked all through here. And the water channels all the way from that one stream, breaks off in all four directions where these kind of walkways are, and it falls down this way and then splits off in both directions this way. On all four directions, it splits off again in four directions and then travels downwards each time, breaking all the crops and then collecting all the crops at the same time by washing them all the way down here, all the way down and down and down. And then finally I get to the bottom where they'll get collected in these hoppers on the bottom corners. And I eventually plan to make this fully automated for collection. I just have it with shulker boxes for now, just for quick convenience. So watch, let me just demo that real quick. I don't think I've shown it at all. Actually, let me turn it on from the inside. You see how the water flows all the way down little by little. And usually what I'll do is I'll click it twice. I need to make a button switch to go ahead and click it twice so the water flows 2 times and collects things that got missed. So it would switch once and then switch another time. Still there's some that get missed here and there. One here, I think there was one right over here, I think. Oh, I might have got it. But then overall, everything gets swept all the way down. Oh, there's one in here got stuck. 18 of them. Then the next section, everything's swept or flushed. I should say. All these ones are flushed. All these ones are flushed. Yep, and everything got collected. I even had to. It took me a while to challenge myself how to walk over this and not have crops get stuck here. I kept having crops get stuck here when I had a piece of dirt here instead, and the water wasn't flowing and collecting things to the left and right like it should. So I needed to have it to where I could walk across, as well as have items be able to flow down or get dropped down like that, but not have the water get dropped down. So I was going block by block by block, and finally I came across and thought of the glass, and it worked perfect, as well as for these corners, so I don't fall in there on accident, or so no one else falls in there. But yeah, right now I'm just working on the piston bolt. Whoops. How hard is it to make farms in Legacy Edition? Is it like simple? Oh no, it's not simple. Even on Bedrock, it's not simple. And depending on what you count as simple or difficult, then that will determine if you could build it or not, and how much you're willing to challenge yourself. Like this could be built in Legacy and Bedrock, because all it uses is water flow mechanics. That's it. It doesn't use any kind of type of redstone, no mobs. It just uses hitboxes placed by these trapdoors and the glass in there, and flowing water. That's it. Big Nose says because now it's kind of hard to make farms. You have to know a lot. Yeah, well, I remember we were talking before how when you were trying to do that creeper farm when you first started the stream, and you made one, and then you made a second one, and then you asked me for help on another one because they kept updating it, and the mechanics would always change. So I think that's a major flaw with Bedrock, as I've expressed before. There's too many updates, and once one thing gets updated and fixed, something else breaks. And see, right now with this, I don't have to worry about updates anymore. Everything is as it should be. The only thing I'm not going to get is cool looking new blocks, but I already have ideas and everything for how to even make this completely look like it's the 1.19 version without doing any kind of updates or block changes or switches. It's just a matter of using the imagination. Let's see, Big No says, I make a gas farm instead. Oh, that's good. Heck yeah. That's something I like to do still, is make a gas farm. I thought about using one to get gunpowder, but with my gold farm that's out there, it does farm gas at the same time. The rates aren't high, but it does, just for me playing, it's more than enough. But I thought about getting gas and using gas as a form of instead of using TNT and duplicating TNT to like make a cobblestone farm or something, I want to use gas to go ahead and fire not cobblestone, like melons and stuff, because they can't break cobble, but melons, and go ahead and break blocks like that and collect them. But I have to collect some gas. I have one that makes like 2,900 gunpowder. Jeez, that's a lot. I don't even think my creeper farm makes that much an hour. That's pretty OP. But yeah, like farms like this, these take a lot of thought, because the reason why I decided to make it challenging purposefully on myself, to see if I can go ahead and do what I'm looking to do outside of the ordinary and the normal things that everyone else does. As I mentioned, Chicken Nugget, or I mean Big Nose Luis, just go back and look at my past streams. You can see most if not everything that I try and attempt to do is not anything you're going to see anybody else doing. And that's because now over the years I've decided to challenge myself big time to see if I can just make my own stuff. So like this was difficult. This took me some time because I'm trying to use hitboxes and water flow mechanics in the Nether. So it's a difficult yet easy farm, but the challenge is what makes it makes it harder, I guess, whether it's on Legacy or Bedrock, if you understand what I mean. Just think about like watch, I can go show you another quick one. Oh, my Blaze farm, that would be hard too. Whether that's in Bedrock or Legacy Edition. Reason being is because I challenged myself to see if I can go ahead and turn this into a hostile mob switch, as well as challenge myself to see if I can have it as compact as possible, as efficient as possible, and using piston sweepers instead of just letting them fall down to the center using what is it called? I can't think of the word. Where their pathfinding abilities. Bro, why not switch over? You already have everything. Yeah, I know I do, but I don't have everything yet. I have stuff block-wise, but I'm not looking to collect blocks. I'm looking to challenge myself in alternative ways. Like this is a whole big project that's gonna be here. No farm or nothing, but this whole thing, if you take a look at it, I still gotta dig all the way down to Bedrock. I think I'm at Y level 35, I think. Yeah, 34, 35, 33. So I still gotta dig this all the way down, and I have a massive big project right here. Hey, that music got loud. And this isn't even the end of it yet. This goes all the way from the bottom through these platforms. These platforms all play a major significant role, and goes all the way up through this water, all the way up, and it goes even more. This all plays a big part. This is all one giant massive project, one huge massive project. These even play a part in it that I streamed like a year or so ago. These are Ender Pearl stasis chambers to go ahead and save my spot for when I start building on top of the nether roof, which I've already begun on my creative alternative account to go ahead and do testing. But when it's time to do it here on survival, I'll be ready to do it. But I'm saving that for a future stream where I'll have stuff up here. I'll have farms up here. I have it to where I'm even able to build to the top, even though I can't move right now. I can't move anywhere. But there's ways, as I try to go ahead and... I think I've already showed you Chicken Nugget, to be honest. I think I invited you on my world when we first became friends on here, and I showed you around. That was like a year and a half ago. And I still haven't even got started on it. And see, the thing is, if I update, all these bedrock get patched, half my things up here get deleted. All this gets deleted and refilled in. It's just a big mess. Have I heard of the new mob? The what is it? The Warden? Is that the new one? I never played in your world because you're in Legacy. Yeah, Legacy Edition. I thought you came on before when you first, because we met on PlayStation, the community boards, right before they took them off. He has 500 health. Jeez. You know what I would do with that, Big Nose Luis? I'd go ahead and try and catch it and make it farm stuff for me. Oh, I don't have my my lights are on. Sheesh. So yeah, that's all one big massive thing. But going back to what you were saying about like what's difficult on Legacy or not, which farms are difficult on here. Creeper farms can be difficult depending on what style you're wanting to make. Piston bolts are difficult. They're real difficult because you gotta, on here I'm trying to figure out the timing, which is a lot different than how PC is or how Bedrock is. So the timing has been very difficult to figure on here. But I have one going all the way this way that I've been working on. Stuff like Guardian farms, those could be made either easy or difficult depending on what style of farm you're wanting to make, whether it's on PC, whether it's on Bedrock or on PlayStation. But this, even though it's on Legacy Edition on PlayStation, this was still extremely difficult to make. One, because I chose to go ahead and go the long, hard route and make it a challenge, but I also get to do the farm that I want to do, the rates that I'm looking to get, the way that I need it to be done. Does it work at all? The Guardian farm? Oh, the Piston Bolt? Not that one. That one doesn't. I'll go back in a second. I'll show you. I'm not complete. This has not. They're not completed yet. I got to place the block. I had to dig out the rest of the tunnel, place the blocks. Well, not place the blocks. Come over here, get the blocks. This is the farm to go ahead and farm all those blocks. But see, even to get blocks like that, to make the tunnel, I have to go ahead and make this and make sure it's efficient and then sit here and AFK it. But the rates are well worth it in the long run. All these shulker boxes are full of items. I haven't AFK'd here forever. But making a difficult farm right away saved me a lot of effort and time down the road. So, going back to your question, are they easy or hard? It just depends on what you're looking to do on your world. That's what it comes down to. Just like in real life, how are you looking to live life? Are you looking to live it difficult, hard? Are you trying to kind of play it smart and easy, or trying to stay even in the middle? Everyone has their play style. They added shulker farm. See, that's another one. That too. Before on this version, you can't farm shulkers. The only way to go get shulkers was to go ahead and keep on finding and raiding end cities and finding new shulkers and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool that they added shulkers. There is one way that I did come across that you might be able to go ahead and farm shulkers, but that's duplicating the mob before it dies by passing it through the end portal. So it's when you kill the mob right when it's passing through the end portal, so that it still spawns in the end world, but you still kill it in the overworld, if you understand what I mean. Do I have a job? Yeah, I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time dad. It's a big job. Right now, that's why I haven't had that much time, man. Summer's here. It's been busy. Sports, activities, academics, athletics, all that stuff. It's a lot of work. None of that could be done working a full-time job away from home. I learned my lesson with that. You have kids, never knew that. Oh yeah, I told you I told you a long time ago when we first met. Actually, I told you a few times. Do you even remember how old I am? I bet you still think I'm 13, huh? Until you heard me talk. You thought I was a little kid before. But yeah, this piston bolt, oh shoot, it's not finished yet. Just to come here and lay down the track. Look how the track is all laid down. Watch, I can go ahead and show you when I starting to do this one. Once I go back and finish showing you around, I'm going to go back to this one right here and look. I'm 23. Dang, that's pretty nice even. I'm 36 actually. I just like to nerd out on Minecraft here and there. This one's going to go to... Well, see, hold on. Let me explain this first. The reason why it looks like the Nether Fortress is because before I started tearing everything apart and making everything done, below here was a giant Nether Fortress, as well as partly over here where that big platform is. That was a Nether Fortress down there. It was all one big huge one, and then going this way there was another Nether Fortress that spawned in next to this other one. So it was a total of 2 Nether Fortresses that were next to each other. I like that crop farm you built. I appreciate that. If you're wanting to take a look at it later, I can go ahead and show you a little bit more in depth. But yeah, over here was, you can see how the old walkway came this way. And all this in here was a Nether Fortress. But now it's been converted to right there to get those guys. These wither skeletons. Man, I can't even get in there. So this is a wither skeleton farm in here. Most of these are name tags to go ahead and keep the other mobs from spawning in and everywhere else. The game only let me spawn in so many blazes, and then the rest of everything spawned in here, so I went in there and name tagged it. That's why you don't see mobs anywhere else out here. But yeah, this nether fortress, that piston bolt's gonna come towards this nether fortress, or this side of that nether fortress, I mean. And then come from up there. Oh shit. Oh shoot, I mean. From up there to down here. I gotta think of a way to make it come down at an angle. I bet you won't build a farm that spawns cow pigs. Nope, there is no cow pigs on here. What is a cow pig? You mean like a hoglin? A zombified hoglin? But yeah, I gotta make this to where it slopes down, because I want it to kind of be like a junction station in here. So you would exit right here, and then I would have another one built right here to go towards the gold farm that I have out there. It's just a big lava lake on the other side of this, so I'm gonna have to build it underground. Like cows and pigs. Oh no, I don't have I used to farm cows and pigs on here, but as I described, I want to try and challenge myself and not not hurt anything. And that's a big challenge, especially like in real life. It's so easy to play and hurt things. Just that will. Same thing on here. I had farms where I could just hurt anything and they couldn't do nothing to me. But now I challenge myself to make farms in different ways. You were able to change additions? Yeah, I can still change additions. Let me show you this real quick. So that piston bolt's going this way. That's going to go all the way out to the world border. I have another diagonal one going this way to the trap horse farm, and then a future raid farm. That's way, way, way out there. With the button, yeah, I still have the button access on the main menu. And then this long piston bolt's going to go towards... There's a few old people's bases on here. And then there's a giant ice spike biome way out here, as well as another ocean monument. But this one's going to come way down here. I still got to make this piston bolt. Oh look, they spawn in way back there because I'm far away from the center. Whoa! Lag! And then I gotta make another one going this way towards what is it? The end dimension, withered chamber. Oh, and the obsidian farm down this way. This way I'm not gonna make one because it's kind of already, this one's been one of the first tunnels that's been here for like 5-6 years already. So I'm just gonna leave that. And then this one's just gonna be a walking tunnel, or a walking I guess tunnel, I don't know what to call it. Area? No, not area. Walking pathway? Yeah, I'll use pathway. How old is your world? How old is your child? Oh, I thought you said world. This thing splits off all weird. I have 3 kids. I have 3 little kids. Let's see. There's 2 in elementary school and 1 in middle school. So then back over here, I wanted to also have this to where the crop farm is viewable, as well as accessible from both sides, and still have it not to where it looks like it's floating. It's standing on top of that other farm down there. So I needed to build it to where it looks structurally stable. That's something else I try and do, is make it to where it's not just a pillar in the air or just one beam or things are floating. I try and make it look like everything has a structural foundation, which is another challenge. So how things would be built in real life, pretty much. So you can see how everything has a center point to go ahead and put pressure on. Even though it doesn't happen on here, I just like it to look like that. And then everything's standing on top of itself with support structure, and then balancing with beams and all the way down to the bottom. Just a different challenge. I'm going to 8th. I'm going to 8th, so you're going to go to 8th grade, or you already passed 8th grade and going to 9th? Either way, congratulations. Yeah, so with this piston bolt, I have to lay these tracks a certain way as well, because you don't just drive forward with the minecart. The pistons actually push the minecart, which is a faster way than having just a straight track laid out with powered rails. If you ever looked into piston bolts before, and I think you can make piston bolts on Bedrock Edition, you just need a lot of materials. These pistons are a lot, and then the stuff to get the repeaters is a lot. But once you can get that, you could pretty much make it. So these tracks have to be laid a certain way. That's why I have the redstone blocks I'm going to set up, because it has to act like it's powering the rail in order for me to place it the correct way. And I'll show you that. I'll show you that in a second when I start building. Excuse me. So I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could have this fit right here where I wanted it, have it as compact as I can, as well as automatic as I can, and then try and still have it aesthetically look nice, as well as have a way to go ahead and use the elytra if someone doesn't want to, or if I don't want to use this, I could just come up here. And sometimes it's hard to bounce off the floor. I know in Bedrock it is too, to bounce off the floor and start flying with the rockets. So you could go up this, and then once you tap X, you start to go into the fly mode automatically. And so you could just use your rocket like that. So I think that's pretty helpful, because there's times where I can't get off the ground at all, no matter what I do. But with this, every time I go up and just tap it, it puts me in the fly every single time. So I don't even need like a piston block bouncer or a slime block bouncer to go ahead and bounce me up in the air. That works. You have a weird question? What's your weird question? Don't make it like those other weird questions you did before, if you don't mind. You still gotta keep it PG, youngster. And then also on the sides, I wanted to have it to where if I didn't have rockets for some reason and I couldn't use the elytra and this was broken here in the middle, just for some reason, or there was some reason why there was no minecarts, you can go ahead and run like this along the side and run and bounce on the ice and hit your head against the trapdoors at that angle, and you run really, really fast, like super fast. If you and your family struggling with money, would you make dirty money? You mean like be a criminal? Is that what you're saying? What kind of 8th grader asks these kind of questions? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say? That was a little weird, if you ask me. You told me you wouldn't ask no weird questions. I'm just teasing you. Is that what you mean though? Like, be a bad guy? Illegal methods to make money? Alright, for sure. No, I would not. Not only is it legally wrong in the physical world, but it's also brings bad karma. It brings very bad karma. And that's not good. If you're trying to be a good person, why do bad things? Think about that, Luis. We've had these talks before. You having a little bit of issues with something? Are you looking to make some of that dirty money? So look, what I'm trying to have it, while you answer that question, I'm trying to have it to where I can still, because I can't ride that piston bolt all the way down, and if I need to go ahead and exit right here or whatever, do you know what I mean? So I needed to make a small pathway to run fast on, and then I wanted to make a side pathway to go ahead and look nice with flowers and just decorations and stuff, just to have it looking nice. But I needed to have it to where I had access off this ice path to get to these separate tunnels, because each of these goes to another part in the overworld. Different biomes, different farms. You're curious? All right. Makes sense. You're a little bit young. I had those same questions when I was young. I didn't pay attention to stuff that I was supposed to do. But maybe you're asking those questions for a reason, so I'm gonna share with you. And it's not, if you're trying to be a good person, just think about it. You can answer this yourself. Do you think it's a good thing to do? Would you want that done to you? That's what makes it hard right there. Most of the time we don't think if we would like it done to us. Would we want someone to rob our stuff by illegal means? No way. Heck no. I'd be sad as heck. I know you'd be sad too, Big Nose. I'm gonna call you by your real name, Luis, alright? I'm gonna call you by your real name. Not Chicken Nugget, not Big Nose. What was the other name you had? Something Aeon. Illogical Aeon, is that what it was? I forget what it was. My bad, I didn't mean to make that sound like that was being rude. That sounds kind of mean now that I think about it. Oh, and Jonga, that's right, and Jonga. That's right, dang. Watch, let me go ahead and show you. Let me put some of this out of my inventory. My inventory is completely full. Anonymous Aeon, that's what it was. My apologies. What did I call you? Illogical Aeon, my bad. That was rude. My apologies. I couldn't remember what it was. So watch, let me show you real quick. Let me rearrange some of this. Oh yeah, let me save this. I haven't saved it. Jonga Gaming. Dang, I forgot about that. So let me show you real quick. So when I go up here away from the redstone blocks, because railroad tracks on this game work on a directional basis. Like if you face this way and place them one way, they'll work. But if you face like this way and try and place them the same kind of pattern, they place opposite. So I'll show you real quick right here. So if I go, in order to make the track look like this, and you can see how it's a curved rail. Each block is a curved rail going one direction. Like this way is going this way, and then the next one's going this way, which means the next one will go opposite and then opposite. So going this way, I have to place them like this, and like this. And then the next one would have to be placed like that. So going this way, they place automatically like that. So I can keep doing this without the redstone blocks. But going this opposite direction, it doesn't work like that. So if I go over here, let me get away from these blocks. If I place it like this first one should work. But then when I go do the second one, it curves it back the opposite way. Instead of keeping it going forward, it pushes it back. So then with these redstone blocks, it acts like it's a powered rail. I mean, not a powered rail, like it powers the curved rail. I don't know if you ever used any kind of rail system like that, where if you have a redstone or a switch, you can have a curved rail turn either this way or this way whenever you want. So that's essentially what this is doing. So if I come over here, let me place some more of these blocks. So with this one, I'm gonna have to go this way. Oh, that's why, because I stopped. No. Let me take these down. I messed it up. I was doing some testing earlier. Watch, let me just start over since I'm not I'm not that far ahead. Yeah, I forgot I was doing a short quick test to make sure I'm not gonna build all this and it still doesn't work or something. So before I even place any of the rails down there, I'm going to have all these pistons off. I'm going to have these repeaters off. Because I'm going to have to place the rail going down that way. And luckily for this, I had that witch farm that I have, as well as a few other farms that produce redstone. Like the mob sorter farm I have also has witches too. So I can get these blocks. Oh wait, because that's powered. Oops. Hold on, I have this power down here. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh, that's why. Let's see, how did I do this? I had it like... I know this one goes like this, but it has to come forward. And then I put that, I think. See, and this is what makes farms being difficult, because I have rails placed certain ways, and then if I break one, I mess up the whole thing. So regardless if it's Legacy or Bedrock or Java Edition or Pocket Edition, depending on what your style of farm is, can make it difficult. See, now I could place that. So if I didn't, luckily I remembered. If I didn't remember that, I would have placed it all wrong. So now I can go get my redstone blocks. I might as well just place these all the way down. Oh, whoops. So how has your world been going, Luis? Anything else going on there? You still keeping it survival? Do you have your world a realm where other people could play on there? See, like with this, I could either use redstone blocks, I could use redstone torches, I could probably use a switch, anything that can keep the power on right here. I made a new realm. Another one? What happened to your other one? You put a lot of work into that one where you were making the creeper farm, and you were doing something else in there. Dang, I'm already out of redstone blocks. How long ago did you start this new one? Yeah, watch. You'll see how just for this piston bolt, how difficult it is, and I'm not using any special redstone techniques. It's all because of how the rails are placed. I am not gonna have enough. Dang it. Ba 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 ba. Oh shoot. Ba bum bum. Ba bum bum. Ba bum bum. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta turn off this. That's why it's annoying. No wonder I was hearing Minecraft music in it the whole time. Oh, you don't know, dang. Did that other world get corrupted or anything? I know that a lot of people have issues with that still on Bedrock. Oh, dang. Alright. Got bored. Dude, I'm trying to show you. Imagine if I just got bored and left all this back. If I just left all this and said, you know what, I'm bored. I already got all the blocks. Oh man, all that hard work and effort. Come on, Jonga. Oh, I gotta get Oh, I have some with me. What am I doing? I have a redstone blocks with me. I mean, redstone shulker with me. Well, I can show you while I'm here though. This is where I got all my redstone from the witch farm above. And this is all redstone I've been collecting. These are all full of redstone. Sticks, glowstone, bottles, spider eyes, sugar. That would be redstone and gunpowder. Dang, even the witch farm produces a lot of gunpowder. What I did is I tried to build other farms centered around this witch farm, so I can go ahead and use have multiple farms running at once. Whoa. Come on, game, let me run. Jeez, he just throws them all over the floor. What's wrong with this character? Oh, he just threw them everywhere. I can't walk out right there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you gotta try doing new stuff and challenging yourself to not get bored. Just think about it like this. Think of it like real life. And I know I reference real life a lot, and I do that for a reason. If you put a lot of work and effort into learning something or trying to be a certain way or trying to what were we talking about? Being a good person? If you put all that hard work and effort into being a good person and just give up and move on because you get bored, what happens to all that hard work and effort? It gets left behind. I made 3 worlds that all went well. How come we don't keep that, making this all one big world? I respect that everyone has their different playstyle. For myself, that's what I told myself when I first started this. It was another thing I challenged myself with, because I had a lot of people that I used to play on their worlds with and on this world, and they would always want to move on and start new worlds because a new update came out, or because this new block came out, or because, like how you mentioned, you get bored. One thing I wanted to challenge myself with is to never change to another world, no matter how bored I get. If I get bored, that means I'm not trying hard enough. For me personally, everyone's not like me, and I'm not saying you have to be like me or play like me or play the game like me or whatever, but just to trying to give you a little bit of perspective. If you only look at it that way, like you're just gonna get bored, or you think you've already done it all, most likely you barely even scratched the surface. As I try to show you, and as I try to show others that have watched the streams for a while, most of the stuff I show on here, most of the viewers that watch this don't never thought that it would be possible to do. Like to go ahead and have a watch, I'll fly over here and show you real quick. It's no the wither's not in here, but if you go back and watch that or actually, you know what's a good one? This one's better because the wither's not over there. Well, I was gonna show that wither farm I have, the obsidian farm, using the wither trapped in the end crystals. But this is stuff that where people think that, oh, everything's done. I'm done with the game. I'm bored. This is what I decided to try and do and say, okay, well, I have this area where I notice a lot of lightning strikes, like I tried to show you when I streamed that time. And how can I farm a mob that's supposedly non-farmable? Think of how I try to show you how I play all these times you've tuned in. And I wanted to challenge myself and this was a challenge to go ahead and make something that's unique, based off another idea, but made to work as I need it in this world. and to where this was impossible, and to have dozens and dozens of these things here in survival. And as I try to show you, even challenge myself further to be here right next to them with no armor, walk amongst them and they can't do anything. I'll even hop on the horsey. I can't lose that lead. Give me that lead, Lord Horsey. And go right amongst them. This is another challenge. Instead of just getting bored, I wanted to see, well, what exactly can I do in survival? Even scoot right through them and everything. Collect pumpkin-headed ones, collect jack-o'-lantern-headed ones, collect them in all armor and all gold. This one right here in the middle in front of me has a lit up jack-o'-lantern head. Well, this one has a non-jack-o'-lantern head, just a pumpkin head. So stuff like that's what I challenge myself with, so you don't get bored. But see, it's all a matter of how you're looking to play. I think I have carrots. Oh, they don't eat carrots? Oh, they probably get fed by hay bales. And see, this is not even complete yet. Let's see. Let me read this real quick. Louis says, first one was the one with the creeper farm that didn't work. The second, well, you never saw it, but I got bored, and then I made this one. Dang. Well, hopefully this one goes good, and you don't get bored with this one, and you keep it going. I already recommended if you need, not to say I'm the perfect place to come, but if you need inspiration or motivation or just ideas or help with anything, you're more than free to ask, and I'll help you. I try to help you all those other times, and I'll help you more if you need. Even give you ideas on how not to get bored. Because even with myself, this world's almost, I think, 7 years in August, and so I've had to be all right, be right back. I have to go ahead and find ways not to get bored. It's been a challenge. But yeah, all this has been crazy building. Come on, let me fly. Oh, I don't have my wings on, that's why. Or elytra. Had to go button farm in here too. Little machines all the way down. Go back to the portal. Even just to collect these phantoms. It's all part of the farm. Oh, let's check this out. There's all kinds of animals here. Pink sheeps, pink piggies. The game spawned them all there. I don't know why. That was weird. Bam bam, bada bam, bada bam bam badam. So now all these can be placed the correct way. I need to put this to where I don't gotta keep switching so far. Whoops. alternating. Dang, it's been a while since I streamed. It's gonna take a while. You're back? Alright, nice to have you back. I was just realizing while you were gone, like, dang, this is gonna take a while. Because I gotta place these like this. So think about this. This isn't, like your question asked earlier, difficult on Legacy compared to Bedrock. This isn't even a farm, and this is gonna take a lot of patience. And the reason being too, if I come through and I accidentally break one, I gotta redo this all over again because these only lay a certain way. I know there's machines that you can make that place these automatically, which I might do for one of the other tunnels going the other way. But for this one, I wanted to see how it would be placing it by hand. So I'm gonna have to place these by hand, as so, and then after I'm done placing them, I'm gonna have to come through and break all the redstone blocks, and then come through and break each rail that's on the side so I could place the repeaters in. And I got to do that all without breaking any of these middle ones anymore. So even to design this, Luis, I wanted to make sure I knew what blocks I was going to use before I even started building this. So if I go into my creative test world, you can see I have like a big area just for testing piston bolts and what works and what designs I think look good, and just doing that. So I wanted to have something that I could see through the bottom, but also have it look nice aesthetically. So when the person comes back, I don't know, it just looks clean and not too cluttered. So I got a question for you, Luis, if you don't mind. And I'm not trying to be weird or anything. What's well, first I gotta see if you want to answer the question. Got a question, bro? Luis, I have my hand up. I'm ready to see if you want to see if I have a question. Whoops. See, like even this, I have to place this one. He said, sup, what's the question? What's gonna keep you from getting bored on this new world that you have? And why do you keep getting bored? You don't have to answer. I know that's a weird question. Like honestly, this is where you gotta ask yourself, like deep, like what's not allowing you to stay and continue progress, and what can be done to help you change that, so you don't ruin and lose all your progress. Kind of a weird question, I know. Kind of a weird question. Kind of a weird question. Watch. Hopefully, yeah. I plan to get at least this one done for this stream. Hopefully. And it should work. I even have to come up with a different way because I tried doing some and coming up with some ways that were unique to computer edition, like Java edition. But the way that timing works on here, I could not get any of the designs to work on here at all, like at all. So I had to go ahead and this has been in the making probably for like a good at least 6 months since I last streamed. Like really thinking about it, like really effort and thought put into it. And so I had to come up with a loading station right here at the beginning that worked on here, as well as replaced the minecart, as well as collected the old minecarts coming back from the other way. So that was a challenge. Let's see. Luis says, I think I get bored because I don't have much people to play with, and I get too lazy to build sometimes. Would you switch to 119 for $500? Okay, hold on, before I comment on your first response, and before I ask a question back to your would I do it for $500? Quick question: is that $500 going to be legal money, like how you mentioned earlier? Is it going to be some of that dirty money? Because if so, then I'm going to have to say no. And not to get bored, I think I would do the stuff you're doing, like challenge myself. And see, you can. You don't got to do exactly what I'm doing, because this is not something that I just started like 6-7 months, not even a year into this world. This is already almost a 7-year-old world, and I'm barely doing this now because this is a big project. I've seen people do it on computer edition, and I always thought to myself like, dang, that would be cool to do. But that's a lot of materials. That's a lot of time I'm gonna have to make. I'm gonna have to make other farms just to get these blocks. I'm gonna have to make other farms or find biomes just to get these ice blocks. I'm gonna have to have farms just to go ahead and make these trees to make these trap doors. I'm gonna have to have farms to go ahead and be able to get the items to make these rails. I'm gonna have to have farms to get these lights. I'm gonna have to have carpet string farms in order to get the string to make this wool, because I'm not hurting no sheeps or nothing or shaving sheeps, so I have string farms. So all that little stuff goes into it. But see, what you can start yourself to do is like that creeper farm. Go back and maybe try and design one yourself, or if that one works, maybe make that same one, but this time make an automatic collection system, or this time make it decorated and make it look nice. Something that you would never ever do before. Watch. An example is that even with farms, I'll show you real quick. I can show you how I used to build, and then I started switching everything up, like really trying. And not to say the way I built before was bad or anything, but I wanted to challenge myself as we've been talking. Through here I haven't changed it, and through here I haven't changed it, as well as going down past this way. But if you go from here, this is how I used to have my storage: stone, wood, and dirt with blocks here. I think all these are empty now. Yeah, these are all empty. Oh no, I have dirt here still. So with just not randomly placed, I would try and make it orderly, but it would still be not organized. And so I have stuff like that over here. I have where I collected bows. I think I have arrows here, yep. And then armor. This is when I was saving armor from way back when, to go ahead and try and find out what I can go ahead and combine to make better armor for myself. But this is how I used to go ahead and build and decorate. Plain walls on the side. Well, not plain, but, you know, just flat looking. And then I started trying to add different arches in to challenge myself. I also used to build like this over here, where everything is just kind of this is my fishing farm, where it's just kind of just thrown here in the corner, no decoration, not properly set up. Storage here just stacked. This is pretty neat. This is a sugarcane farm, an auto one. Like even something like this you could make in Bedrock, because this is using sugarcane that grows, and there's a hopper minecart that's pushed into it. So every time it grows up to this height, it triggers the pistons to retract and push the sugarcane down and break it, and it automatically gets collected. But then I started having too much sugarcane. Want to see my base? How am I gonna see your base? Oh, if I go into your world? Yeah, maybe I can here in a bit, if that's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out, to be honest. But see, like even with this, I got bored. I had way more sugarcane than I needed. And at the time, at the time I didn't have enough sugarcane. My bad. Let me rephrase that. I didn't have enough sugarcane, and it was to the point where I wasn't able to get enough. So before this all got filled and got to the point where I had too much, I decided to challenge myself and make an even bigger sugarcane farm. Because this is when I used to trade with villagers a lot. Just to show you, just to give you some ideas on small things you can do to not get bored, so it's not so time staking or difficult. Oh, you can send pictures of it. Oh yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, I forgot about that. But even like this, to collect sugarcane instead, and have it to where there's a rail system under it. But then with this, I had it to where I had so much sugarcane that I didn't know what to do with it anymore. Now I have chests full of shulker boxes, stacks and stacks and stacks. But now I'm just trying to add like little aesthetic things, like to go ahead and just challenge myself to go ahead and not get bored. And that's a big challenge for me, is to not leave things looking so plain. Like another project for when I get bored, or just if I'm working on those piston bolts and I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I've had enough. I'm tired of doing these. I have it to where I have another project here that's waiting to be done. And this is going to be a like a greenhouse, like an indoor greenhouse, and I'm going to use these vindicators when they bring out their axes to make it look like they've been working, pruning the plants and stuff. You know, you got to use your imagination a little bit. But in order to challenge myself and not get bored, I want to try and, instead of killing these guys off or using them for a farm, you know, to kill zombies or something, I wanted to make it look like they're part of the natural environment here, and they're chill, and they're just doing their job working in a greenhouse. And see, that's how I work, not to get myself bored. Just small stuff like that. I don't think I have you added on Discord. Yeah, you do. It's you have it on that Luis thing. Mine's is chimiJONga still on there. Another thing, as I try to show you, is that to not get bored, and this is for my own thing as well, is I like to try and collect rare and hard to get mobs. So like these guardians, this is one of the first things that I tried challenging myself to collect so I wouldn't get bored. So I was building a lot of farms, and I was bored. This was a couple years ago. I was extra bored, and I was like, dang, you know, I'm annoyed. I already have armor. I already have diamonds. I already have redstone and stuff. What can I do not to get bored? And so I decided to want to bring these guys over. And this was a challenge to go ahead and get them from the ocean monument through. I think I brought some through the Nether, and then I did just going by boat on top of in the overworld. But to bring them here and not die was a challenge. Though I did die many times bringing them, but I was able to finally get them here. So it all depends on what you're wanting to challenge yourself with. You could even go as far as challenging yourself to do a fully automatic item sorter like this. This is another thing I had challenged myself a few years back, and to have it set up and work the way I need with other redstone components like the auto furnace smelter over here that feeds into it over this way, so everything still gets automatically sorted. So it's just a matter of what you're wanting to challenge yourself with. And I also wanted to make it to where the guardians were in the middle of this whole thing. So it's almost like an aquarium slash storage tank slash auto item sorter all in one. Let's see, question. Oh, how do you even have Legacy Edition? Because wouldn't it ask you to update the game, and wouldn't it update on its own now? I'm gonna send a few pictures and send it on PlayStation. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, send it on PlayStation. I'll have to check afterwards, because if I press the PlayStation button and go to the main menu, it cuts the stream off. Like, it doesn't cut the stream off. I mean, it cuts the what's being viewed on it, because it doesn't want to show personal information, I guess. I thought you were on Discord. But what was let's see, how do I have Legacy Edition? Because wouldn't it ask you to update the game? Yeah, it still does. It still has that it still has the same screen that you have, but on the very last button it says additions, and it still auto updates everything. So luckily, you know, knock on wood, they've been able to keep that additions button, even though Bedrock continues to get updated. So like if I go to Bedrock now, it still has all the most recent updates. I think like the one that was there this morning when I got on, it had like a Buzz Lightyear one or something. Well, want to add me on Discord then? I thought you were already on there. I could have swore you're on there already. Oh, another challenge. Like, another thing to challenge myself is to collect another type of mob was these ones right here. The Phantoms. Which is really hard to do. Well, not really hard, but, you know, it's a challenge not to keep dying and to collect them in a certain way and name tag them and still and all that. Because you got to name tag them before you even put them in a minecart, because then you can't name tag them. But even just looking around, you can see just decoration wise, you could challenge yourself. It's just a matter of what you're wanting to go ahead and try and do. Just think of it like this, and I'm gonna do this again. Think about it in real life. If you're just staying the same old Luis, and not to say that you're bad or anything or boring or none of that, but like we talked at the beginning of the stream about improving ourselves and trying to be good and to be better. If you just go ahead and not want to improve or challenge yourself like that in any kind of way, you're going to stay stuck in the same position. And not that that's a bad thing, but if you're, as you mentioned, you're wanting to challenge yourself a little bit, you got to kind of step outside the box. You kind of got to go ahead and do things that you're not normally used to, or try and see if you can do it. You know, try something that someone else is doing, as you did with that creeper farm you had showed me before. And like how you have the gas farm now. I don't even have a gas farm, and you were able to do it. So you have the ability, you have the capabilities. It's just a matter of how much effort you want, how much time and effort and patience you're wanting to put in. I had the same kind of issues not issues, but the same kind of concerns that you're having about getting bored. And I tried to go ahead and challenge myself to see if I could do it, and it's turned into this. Not that this is anything good, but it's a lot different from what I started with. You be right back? Alright, Louis, see you in a bit. I'll be here. Alright, let me go finish laying these tracks real quick. Bum bum bum. Yeah, I gotta hurry and do this before I keep showing everything. Bomb, 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 bomb. This part was gonna seem a little boring. Unless I mess up, then it won't be boring. Because I don't have to fix it all again. Ba bum bum ba ba dum bum ba bum bum. Ba ba bum. Chicken nugget. Almost there. Ba dum bum ba ba dum bum ba dum bum. Bum ba bum bum. Dang, this gonna take forever. You're back? Alright, what's up, Luis? This is Christ base. That boss just joined on here, built a little house and dipped, never came back. Ooh, I got an idea you could do for your gas farm if you want, Luis. Remind me when I'm almost done with this and I can show you on my creative. And that'll be a good challenge for you. Only if you're interested though. I think I showed you before, but I don't know if you remember. So luckily going the other way, the opposite direction, I won't need to put these redstone blocks down. I'll just be able to come through with the rails as I'm doing now. So that'll save a little bit of time. Oh, it says you sent me a group picture. Almost there, almost there. I'll check out those screenshots here in a little bit. Hey, I got a question. I got another weird question for you. Chicken Nugget slash Big Nose Louise slash Anonymous Aeon slash Jonga Gaming. I got another weird question for you. Oh no. I got another question. Dang, this grew sideways under here. What's that thing doing? Alright. Let me guess, it's about usernames? No way. Not even close. It might not even be something you remember. But I take offense to it. It hurt my feelings now that I think about it, to be honest. You want to take a wild guess? While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and break these redstone blocks, okay? Oh, you said usernames. Take one more guess. Oh, no. See, look, this is why I shouldn't have done that. No. Look, I took the redstone block off and it swapped it back. Good thing I just saved it. Oh, no. I could think I could do this without resetting it. Actually, you know what? I gotta boss up and do it without resetting it. No, I was gonna ask you, why did you diss me with Call of Duty that time? That was uber rude. Ah, dang it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, able to save it. I gotta go ahead and I gotta break these side rails first and then the redstone blocks. Cause then if I break the block, it wants to stay connected to this, and then so it automatically thinks it could wrap how it did when I was breaking them. Whew. It was a close one. You can't guess. Yeah, the Call of Duty thing. What was the question again? What do you mean? You had me download, what's it called? You had me download Infinite Warfare, and then you're nowhere to be found after that first day. I had to sign up for tournaments and everything. Dang, perfect, it worked. Alright, I gotta do the see, I gotta go through these and break these like this now. 1, 2. Make sure I collect my items. That was my only Call of Duty game I had. Yeah, oh, that's fine. What happened to you? I re-downloaded it because you said you needed someone to play with on there. We played that one time and then you never showed up again. Hurt my feelings, bro. That hurt my feelings. No lie, no cap, all caps. You know what I mean by that? I'm not lying, I'm not capping, and I'm putting that in all capitals, so you know I am messing around. No lie, no cap, all caps. Alright? If you don't know, now you know, Nugget. You mind if I still call you Chicken Nugget? You got bored, what? We had one game, we were shredding on there. As a team, yo, as a team. And you got bored? That hurts my feelings, yo. I wasn't even a bad player. I was in the top 1 or 2 spots each time. You were even doing good. You were doing real good, actually, now that I remember. Maybe that's why you got bored, because that's just not, you're just too good for that game. Alright, alright. No! No! I messed up! Oh, I don't think I could save it. Oh no, I still have that whole way to go. I broke the wrong one. I don't think I could save it. No, but it's gonna do that all the way down. Alright, Luis, I'm gonna have to reset it right here. Exit without saving. Jeez. Oh no. See, you got me thinking of the other game and almost broke it all. Actually, I did break it all. I broke one block and broke all of it. If I check the screenshots, it's gonna block it off. What's it called? It puts it to where the stream thing goes. Alright, I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna hop in here each time. Ba-da-bum-bum. Yeah, I'll don't worry, I'll check them, don't worry. I just gotta concentrate just slightly because I already got sidetracked like 100 times. Every time you come on, Chicken, Luis, I always start showing all kinds of different stuff. Alright, Luis, I got another question. What do you got going on over the summer? Summer, summer, summertime. Let's just sit back and unwind. Come here. Here, what's it called? A magma cube. Oh shoot. Run, Chimmy. Why can't I run? The soul sand's got me. Dang, that was a close one. I couldn't run through there. What the heck? Why was he hurting me so bad? Almost got murked. Make YouTube videos. That's what you're gonna do? Nice. Get outside a little though too. I couldn't run on there. That's the slowest I've ever been able to run on there. What the heck? That was crazy. I almost died. He would have put on my elytra wings and flew out of there. Oh great, I'm gonna get murked. Get out of there. Don't want none of that trouble. I almost got shredded. That was crazy. I couldn't move. I kept trying to run and it wouldn't let me run. You can still run on Soul Sand. You just run really slow and I couldn't even do that. I thought for sure I was a goner. You would have seen me get murked up on here, Luis. It's not good. It's supposed to be a mod-free Nether. It's because I'm too far away from over there. I got some ideas though, how to go ahead and fix that. What kind of YouTube videos are you gonna make? The Minecraft ones though? I had a wonderful friend. What? But I said something so mad. Made her block me on like everything, so I have no way to contact her. Oh, you mean over the summertime? Oh, that's not good. You don't know where they live? I hope what you said wasn't too bad to where you're able to go ahead and fix the friendship. A few months ago, dang. Well, I hope everything goes good, especially if you're wanting to save that friendship. Think about the I'm gonna reference this again, alright? I don't care how bored I make you. What can you do like on your Minecraft world, instead of, not saying you're bored with your friend, but instead of leaving it the way it is, what can you do to help make things different? Why would you know where they live? I love that your friend. Friends usually play or meet and go to the park, or at least know the neighborhood where they're kind of in. I'm not too sure. Is it like an online friend you mean, or like an IRL friend? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, think about like we were talking earlier. What can you do that's out of the box? They can go ahead and find a way to get in contact with your friend again. And you never know, if you really mean it and you're sincere about wanting to make that friendship work again, the opportunity just might come up. It might present itself to you. A school friend. Yeah, see, that's understandable. See, you could know where their school friends live. I don't know how close a friend you were with them. I was just asking. When I was in school, I used to have friends that lived right down the street. And she graduated on Friday, so I can't like be with her in person either. No. Well, maybe you'll run into them at the store, or just walking around, or out and about. But like I said, if that opportunity does come up and you see them, are you gonna go up and go up with something to say, or are you gonna shy away? Try and remember that for if the opportunity comes up. Are you gonna go up with something to say, or turn around and shy away? Dang, that's some bars right there. What do you think about them bars, Luis? You gonna go up with something to say, or turn around and shy away? Dang, I'm gonna remember that for my own self. I just thought of that. So that's how I am almost on here when I'm playing Minecraft. Like, oh dang, I just thought of that. Let's see if it works. Most of the time it doesn't, but sometimes it just does. Alright, Luis, quick question, if you're not typing still. How close do you think I am to the beginning? I'm not gonna look up. I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna mess up here. Let me look. Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm gonna be like those streamers that are on Twitch. Yo, Luis, can you give some hype in the chat? Give some hypes up in the chat, yo. I gotta not jinx myself because there's been plenty of times where I was right at the end of a project I was doing and messed up and had to restart. Actually, I've done that quite often. Dang, hype in the chat, let's go. Let's go, Luis. Alright, I'm gonna save this real quick. I see you with that hype, yo. We're almost done. We're almost to go ahead and test it out. Let me break these redstone blocks. Hopefully I can collect them all without them falling off to the side. So I can just make this in one pass. And not hit the middle. Dang, I almost broke them in the middle. Oh shoot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. I'll collect those on the way back. I'm gonna hit the middle rail on accident. I got a question, Louise. I got another. Oh shoot, another question. Oh man, imagine if I just broke it right there. I'm gonna look at the top of the block, so I don't even risk breaking it. What's a challenge on here? Not a challenge necessarily, but what's something that you would like to try and see done on here? If anything. Like, what's something that you would like to maybe give an idea about, to see like if I could go ahead and get it to work, or make a farm out of it or something. Actually, I should just collect them. I don't want to lose these redstone blocks. If it takes an extra 2 minutes to collect them instead of breaking that rail, I'm gonna take that extra 2 minutes. There, now I can see better. A zoo with each living entity in Minecraft. Dang, that's a challenge right there. That's a big challenge. That's a big challenge. I used to watch a streamer on Twitch, and they post on YouTube as well. He goes by the name of Ray's Works, and he goes and does that kind of stuff too, collecting rare mobs and all that. And he even has a farm for collecting all those the different kinds of tropical fish when they added fish into the game. And I think it's like 170 different kinds of fish, and he has a farm for it. It's pretty wild. That's hard. That'll be a lot of work. Because then every kind of mob would have to include when they spawn in with different types of armor too, different variations. That would be a challenge though. That'd be a long challenge. Any other ones that maybe not be so difficult? That's kind of difficult. Maybe this song's getting turned up on here. Sheesh. Alright, let me go put these rails back. What is that, a basketball court? No, that better not be what I think it is. Come on, Luis. Come on, Luis. Better be a basketball court. With the perma ban you again. Yeah, I said again. Put the perma ban hammer on you. What was I gonna do? Oh, repeaters. Oh, they're in there. A room filled with creepers. What would I do that for, yo? Make sure I'm missing redstone blocks. A chunk full of diamond ores. I don't even have that many diamond ores. I think the most diamond ores I have is maybe like 15. Maybe 30. That's pushing it. That's pushing it. I haven't really gone diamond ore mining for a long time. To be quite frank. So look how many repeaters I'm using for this, Luis. Just for this one side alone. There's already a stack of repeaters right here. Oh, I could run like that. Bum 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 bum. Be right back. All right. Oh, whoops! I'm supposed to go this way too. Bum 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 bum. Almost there. Almost time to lay the pistons. All right. Did I save it already? I think I did. Using a lot of redstone components this time. Let's see, I even have things to make more repeaters here. I mean, more repeaters, I think. Oh, I need stone. Oh no, I don't need repeaters. I need to make pistons. Is this stone? Cobble. Oh, that's why I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm doing repeaters. Alright, let's see that. Wood, iron, and cobble. Wood. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Clear out some of this inventory real quick. Too many things, too many things. Stone. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, let's lay these pistons. Then it should be good to go, at least one way. Oh, whoops. Oh, I got stone instead of cobble. What am I doing? I'm thinking of the repeaters again. Cobble. Let's get this done. Right when I start building it, I run out. Where are they? All kinds of materials just to make pistons. Can't lose any of those. One by one. Placing the pistons one by one. Boom, boom. Almost there. Make sure I didn't click that one on accident. Whoa! Save it again, just in case. Luis is gonna miss the big reveal. Come on, Luis, get back. Almost there. Oh dang, oh dang. Alright. Eat a hot potato while I'm flying. Do a quick save. And here we go, let's test it out. So what would happen is there will be a minecart automatically placed here each time that the player gets in the cart and rolls off. Another cart will be automatically placed. And so the way this is designed, that I come up with this, is trying to make it as compact as possible. But unfortunately on this version, on PlayStation, the timings are off, so I can't just have the pistons automatically push me. I have to go with a rolling start and then the pistons kick on. So right above here I have a activator rail which activates power to this block, which pushes this piston and this redstone block forward. At the same time, this redstone block activates this piston, which sends this repeater up, this observer up, closing my trap door here so that it stays closed and looks uniform and clean looking, and this doesn't stay open all the way so someone can accidentally fall in here and trigger the machine to run by itself. At the same time that trap door gets triggered to close, this redstone line is activated by that block and sending a powered line this way to these droppers, pushing the next mine carts up to be placed. This is a dispenser that places it on that rail in between here. That line passes, that power line passes through on both of these sides from this T line, I guess, and triggers these pistons to push up these observers, getting the whole thing started. Then on this side, what will happen is the minecart gets dispensed. The player rides down and gets kicked off of this activator. I mean, this detector rail, and gets taken. Is it a detector? This is an activator rail. The other one's a detector rail. Sorry. And the minecart gets broken in here and automatically redispensed for the next person on this side. So let's try it out. Hopefully it works good. So when the person walks up, it'll be already automatically staged and ready to go like this. You get in, you barely tap forward, and then it goes. There we go, it works. Nice. I was gotta make sure. Break it like that so I don't break any of these other rails again. So then at the end over here, what I plan to do is have like a little junction area. Yo, Big Nose Louise. You just missed it, the presentation. So when I get down to here to the end, I'm gonna have like a junction where the player can exit at this part and then take the rail, another piston bolt all the way to the world border, because I have other stuff down here from this line. So what I plan to do is have a proper setup from up there instead of having this side axis way. Watch, I'll go back so you can see it, Luis. What would you do if you built all of that hard work for it not to work? I have done that before. That's what happened over here too. That's happened plenty of times with plenty of my builds. That's what happened here. The design I had originally here doesn't want to work. Watch, let me go get that minecart back. Yeah, that's what happened here. So I have all these pistons placed, all these blocks placed, everything on this right side, the rail's already done, all of that. So I already came through and had each rail go from here down to here and then down to here, and then came through and broke them and then placed the redstone. So on my creative test world, this works, and I've had to go ahead and do a lot of trial and error already to get it to work. So it works on there, but for some reason when I had it complete on here, it doesn't want to work. So I was even trying a different design here. That's why this looks like this. I was trying a different design. But when I get in and trigger the observers, I get stuck right there. And this is the trouble I was having with computer edition designs and bedrock edition designs. I was getting stuck right there. So I had come up with one that worked, and when I built it now in survival on here, it doesn't work. So I gotta go back to the drawing board. Because watch, you can see I have this set up like this over here on this core. I think I built it. Maybe I didn't. Oh no, I haven't built it yet. I have these ones built is what it is. I have these ones built already. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and figure out what's gonna work here and what's not without breaking all the rest of this, hopefully. Hopefully I can leave all the rest of these rails and stuff intact. It's the initial starting process that where I get stuck. But watch, check this out too. Watch, if I put this here and I trigger it without a player in there, it works. and the cart's already here at the end. So there's something with the timing issue that the player's not, it's not detecting the player in there at the same time. And then I even put ice on here, like that other path where I showed you how I had ice walkways on the sides. This one I put here in the middle to kind of keep it compact. But in case I don't have a cart and have no way to fly or anything, I can go ahead and run across this ice path and kind of get some decent speed and still get there pretty good. If I would put like some trap doors above my head, like on these other ones on this other side, I can go a lot faster. All right, so let's check this one out. So what I was explaining before you got here, each time that someone takes off from here, a new cart will be automatically dispensed in here. And this will be closed automatically for the player. So I get in, and I barely tap forward, just like the very softest tap forward I can do. Because as soon as I tap forward, it's going to trigger that activator rail and start everything. And that's a lot faster than just a normal standard rail. It's almost as fast as flying. Flying could probably be about the same as flying, but I like to try and have something to where anybody could use. Because not everyone's going to have the Elytra, or even though it's just me playing, this is how I just try and challenge myself. In case anyone wants to try it out, or just take a look, or just, just to challenge myself, just to build to see what I could build. But then the other one will hopefully be able to come this way, all the way back to the beginning. And then the player will be exited right here. Standing like this, I should be able to go ahead and be ejected right here so I can exit straight on ahead. Oops, let me put that back. Yeah, I plan to go ahead and I'm not going to finish this other side today on stream. It's already a lot of work by itself right there. Just to get those rails placed the right way. But I'm going to go ahead and put some carpets across the top. On top of these pistons to give it some color. And also as well as to show one color means going away from the center, and all the white carpet tops means coming back here to the main hub. So almost like they get a color coordinated direction, if that makes any sense. I still gotta go plant all these under that. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna go ahead and edit there. Unless you had any questions, Luis. I just wanted to hop on and start doing some of the piston bolt on stream to show one that this is the part of the project being done, and to show that a piston bolt can be built on this version. I'm gonna have to go ahead and come up with something else for this side. Oh, the screenshots. It won't show it on stream though. I can only view them. I'll take a look real quick. Yeah, right now you should be able to hear me, but it's probably blocked. I mean, the screen's probably blocked. Could you hear me that whole time? Were you building a raid farm there? That's pretty sweet. I like that gold farm too. Those kinds seem to work really efficiently. Is that the kind that you can go ahead and trigger the portal on and off to go ahead and manipulate the RNG? Yeah, it's fast. Yeah, I bet. I tried coming up with one to see if I could get it to work even somewhat on here, and the RNG didn't get manipulated at all. It stayed the same rates. That's cool. You could do that on that version. What about the what's it called? These things. The I guess portal blocks. I guess they call them Nether portal blocks. What method did you use to get those? I tried coming up with a way on here, and I have some ideas on how I might get it to work, but I haven't been successful yet. It has to do with lagging out the server, as well as I have a part. I think I showed it on here before when you were on here, where there's using ghost blocks in my old world. I used to have the portal frames. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are cool because then you can make different unique farms with those, and have them really compacted. Because then you could send mobs to the Nether dimension if you have like another account in the Nether setup. The ghost blocks one? Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do on here with the type of ghost blocks. First, I had to find a way to go ahead and make a ghost block because the bedrock version doesn't work on here. So I found a way and came up with a way on the survival world how to make a ghost block using shulker boxes. But I haven't been able to go ahead and utilize it to collect portal frames yet. Another thing I like to collect is and I have some alternate ways that I'm going to try to. It's just a matter of getting to all this. Is to go ahead and collect end gateway blocks, the ones that take you to end cities. Look, so you can see, or you could challenge yourself with this to make a obsidian farm, trapping the wither in there inside these. These don't break, if you remember from those past streams. I can catch on fire, but they don't take any damage whatsoever. And the wither that spawned inside, he can't escape. Oh, no wonder I can't run. To go ahead and collect the portal block. I mean the gateway block. I don't know what the heck to call it. I think it's called an end city gateway portal. I think that's what it's called. This thing, yeah. I've been trying to think of ways to go ahead and collect those too. I've come across some ways that they do it on computer edition on Java, not Bedrock. But I haven't been able to get it to work on here. And plus they use a lot of server lag and stuff like that to go ahead and collect these kind of things, which is hard. But these right here are for probably the next thing I'm going to stream after I do those piston bolts, is to go ahead and set up a automatic dragon killer. That's what all those are set up for in the corners. And those have been set up there for, sheesh, probably a year. I have one going to each pillar. They're TNT launchers that get triggered by water streams. Like even those are those indestructible end crystals. Those don't break either. Why do you say computer version? I don't know. Most people aren't familiar with the term Java. That's why. Like if I just said a PlayStation version, people wouldn't know what I mean mostly. Because then your PlayStation version as well, but your Bedrock edition, which is a different kind of game. Well, my bad. I don't know what terminology you're familiar with, Luis. My bad. My apologies, bro. Like I even challenged. Oh yeah, you watched this stream. You watched the stream right where I was working on this over here. I remember that. Yeah, because I was showing you how I was breaking the bedrock and removing the old wither cage. So see, you could even challenge yourself to go ahead and you already have a farm. Now, how can you go ahead and improve it and not just keep it the same thing? Like maybe you come across some new type of mechanics or something else that might make it be more efficient. How can you improve on the one that you have already then? If you remember, I had one where I had there was about 15 or 20 bedrock blocks around this, and I needed to challenge myself to only use 5. So I felt that was too I don't want to say cheaty, because I collected the bedrock blocks legitimately in survival, but I just felt like that was just it made it too easy doing that. So I wanted to challenge myself by collecting these and then pushing them all the way over here. You can also play Bedrock on PC. Oh, that's right, huh? So I should just say PC Java edition. 1.19 Java PC. What do you think about that, Luis? Dang, there's an OG zombie farm right here. Doesn't even work no more. Look, you gotta see this here first, Luis. I forgot I slept there. Old school zombie farm. So you can see how I used to make my zombie farms look. This is like a little bunker, I guess. And before they would be able to swim up half a block, I guess. There's a block of air in between. So zombies used to be able to float instead of sink. There's no bubble column in there. And then when they updated the water mechanics, it broke. When they updated them on PC edition, they broke. Whoa! I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. Watch, I'll show you why I saved it over here. I plan to do a flower farm here soon. Well, I've been planning to do it. I just haven't got to it. Right here in this area. And then the reason why for having it there is because there's a lot of flowers that spawn there, but then it's also here by my tree area. I don't have no automatic tree farms, but I grow them here and just stay chopping manually. I need to make one though. Here you go, little sheep. Alrighty, anything else, Luis? I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it right here. Eat the sheep? No way. That's bad for your body, yo. Haven't you ever researched heart disease? Plus, it's rude as heck. Kill the dolphins. I don't even know if there's dolphins in this version. You really don't have a base? No. Remember I showed you what my base was? Watch, I'll show you. This main house is more of a like a spawn area. Like this main spawn, because it holds the storage for everything. Watch, I'll show you. I showed you before. This is where I live. Right here. This is my house right here. Isn't that kind of funny? All this stuff I have, and this is all I need right here. I have access to whatever I need right here. Smelter, beds, anvil, crafting table, end chest. And with that alone, I could just do everything I need. I have everything I need in my end chest. You like the camera movement on that edition? Yeah, I do too. It seems to run a lot smoother on Bedrock. On Bedrock console edition. Let me get that right. Bedrock console edition. It's real. There's like a delay. At least every time I play, no matter how I change the settings, there's like a very, very slight delay in turning and moving. Oh, these kind of blocks for the ground? It's supposed to kind of give like this Bedrock edition. It's all a Bedrock. This is supposed to give like instead of having it plain grass like this and all one color, it's supposed to give it like it's been walked on. Like I expressed earlier, you got to use your imaginations this slightly and pretend like it's a worn out pathway, like it's been well traveled through a lot. It could probably be better. I was just trying to go with what I had before. Like these used to look before. It used to be like brown concrete powder, but then I accidentally spilled water all over it. It used to look like this. So it kind of looks like mud, but then the water got it and messed it up. I just haven't fixed it. How can you improve building? Add detail, add depth, add I think for the style that I try to go for, I'd like to go for like an overgrowth style where like vines have been growing, where you could tell it's been the buildings have been there for a while, if that makes any sense. So I try and add vines growing as well as leaf blocks to make look like vines here and there. How long have I had that profile picture on PlayStation? That's a totally different question than from here. What is my profile picture? The mushroom? I think that's what it is. I picked that one because all the other ones are video game characters that I don't even care to put on my profile picture. That was the closest thing I could have to anything like natural looking, I guess. But see, like then for building, look how I have, instead of just having a flat surface right here, I went and extended it out to go ahead and give that depth to it. Putting lights everywhere. I mean, not everywhere, but on different places. Adding half slabs or adding like upside down stairs is to add indentions in. Like you can see in here, trying to make things look symmetrical, which means everything's placed the same on each side. It's the same pattern, it's like a pattern. See, I have a big black dude as my profile. When you get permission from someone to see their real name. Oh my goodness, so you be telling me I have to ask for your real name? I already know your real name. Hold on, you're gonna make me ask for it again? Is that what you're trying to say? That's a little rude there, Luis. See how I added vines all through here? trying to use half slabs, adding detail and symmetry. I even put different half slabs that have the moss growing on them to go ahead and add to that overgrowth fill. Yeah, I know you can give someone permission to say their real name. Well, I already told you, I already know your real name. Why would I need to ask your permission for it? You already told me a long time ago. And plus, it's in your name right now, Big Nose Joey. Big Nose Luis. I called you Big Nose Joey. Like a kangaroo. It's all good, it's all good. I don't even know either, no worries. If we both don't know, then we must both be right. If we both don't know, then we both must know, right? It's almost like that two wrongs make a right. If we both don't know, then we both must really know. Does that make any sense? You picking up what I'm putting down? Look, like even this, I try to add different texture on the glass, going instead of having full block white glass going all the way across, or full block or window pane green glass. I decided to alternate it, so it gives it kind of it adds depth to it. It adds a different look to it, a different vibe going on. What was the first block I placed? Probably a crafting table. Actually, you know what? I think there's something over here. I don't know if I'll be able to find it though. Let's see. There should be a black piece of wool over here. Yeah, there it is. I think that's it. Oh no, that was the tree. There should be a black piece of wool around here. That was one of the first things I placed so I could find my way back home. Cause I think I died right away and lost my map. Cause I went into a cave, and so I didn't know how to get back here to where I first started my starter base. Maybe I took it down. Thought it was right over there. I must have taken it down. Dang, I really took down that OG piece? What? Yep, I guess I took it down. I had it floating here. Yeah, I have to say that piece of wool was one of the first places of block I placed. Where did it go? Yeah, I must have broke it. Darn. Alrighty, Luis. I think that's gonna be it. I'll go ahead and see you next time. I might stream here maybe sometime this week. Shit, I maybe even stream tomorrow. Go ahead and do some of those piston bolts, or maybe start working on that endstone, that dragon farm in the end. Either way, Luis, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by again. Thanks to whoever checks this out. I plan to stream again here soon. Everybody have a good summer, have a good week, have a good day, have a good weekend, whatever. Take care. See you later.